here this morning with Andris Merkulovs, all the way from Latvia, from the company Monetizr, right?
Yes, Monetizer, that's right.
Okay, my name is Rebecca Hope. I'm from Block News. Welcome. We're really excited to talk with you about Monetizr and what you're doing in the gaming world. Would you like to explain to us a bit about your vision of how this all came together?
Yeah, definitely. So at Monetizer, our goal is to work with game developers and help them with monetization. So we came with this problem and this solution eventually by trying to monetize our own mobile application and our own solutions. So myself and my co-founders had mobile applications, even cryptocurrency payment platforms before even that was a thing. So we tried to monetize on our consumers who were using the applications, but had various experiences. So
Okay.
when we launched the Monetizer, we addressed very focused, very focusedly on this challenge. But as a gamers, we wanted to do what we love, so we ended up focusing on mobile games and PC games.
So what was the problem in the market? What did you identify as the problem?
Actually, if you're playing video games as a gamer, you're spending a lot of your time, energy, and you're developing skills of your character within this specific game. But all that, even the money that you spent, all that goes to waste because that doesn't represent any real life value when you transition from one game to another. So all these digital currencies and the markets, there are 2 billion gamers who are spending $40 billion on
Wow.
digital currencies that are going to waste. And what we feel and what we see is that this lacks of physical rewards and there's no real life value for the gamers.
Right.
So this is the core value that we want to help with game developers to solve and then provide more monetary, more enhanced experience for the gamer. But in the meantime, helping with the game studios with monetization and helping money doing that. So as the gamers are playing, we reward them for time and skill with monetizer tokens. So once they play, but in the meantime, while the gamers are playing, we ask their permission. And we are mining cryptocurrencies. So this is where we are generating the revenue and rewarding ourselves, splitting the profits with game studios, and obviously rewarding gamer for playing those video games.
Hopefully there's some limitations and that people don't become even more addicted to games. I mean,
Obviously,
because it gives
obviously
them even
that's
more
very good.
reason to spend all their time playing. Or what do you think?
Yes, reasonable gaming and this factor is very important. Obviously, we'll be working with game studios how to fight against that. So addiction is not is another good thing. So we have to
Right.
be very cautious about that.
Yes, that's very important. Okay, let's talk a bit about the infrastructure and how the system is designed.
Yes, definitely. So we, as a company, we developed a working product before we started token offering. We created a solution, the MVP, if you will, that enables game studios on mobile, Android, iOS, and Unity games to sell in-game goods. So this is where we started with. So that's ready. On token side, we will be building a token on ERC20, and that's how we're building the fundamentals around that.
Okay, so tell us about the ICOs then. You're using right now?
So yeah, so in regards to the token offering, we decided to go much further down the road. So
Okay.
first of all, question about regulations is always out there. And when we talked before we started fundraising, we already raised money through equity funding. And what we decided to do as a company is to have a legally compliant way of doing the token offering. Therefore, we decided to do not an ICO, but doing STO, security token offering. And within the Monetizer, we are tokenizing companies' equity.
So tell us a bit about the ICOs and what your structure is at the moment.
Thanks for the question. In regards to the ICOs, we as a company decided to do globally compliant token offering. And in order to do that, and as we are registered in the United States, it's having an ICO would in compliant with SEC would be quite a challenge. So we decided to tokenize companies' equity and sell it as a security investment. and
That
become
is that's interesting. That's a bit
yeah.
different.
Yes, it is a different and not do an ICO, but doing security token offering where accredited investors can participate and invest within the company. So these people who are doing investments every day, they are doing the due diligence on the companies. They are vetting what we have done as a product. They are vetting our tractions, teams, advisors, and
Yes.
all the token economy. So they have capacity to evaluate the companies at a high level. And we decided to have this kind of a investment vehicle within the company. Doing through the security token offering, we obviously provide much higher stake within the company.
Right.
From voting rights to governance and etc. But in the meantime, we're issuing a utility token. So we have a dual token system, and on utility token, we will not have any ICO. We might end up doing the ICO, but it's less likely. So this utility token will be done to airdrop to the game studios
Yes.
who qualify, and then onboard as a new customers, and obviously gamers who will also follow and see that they want to they like the idea, they see the value in it. They will also be able to earn these utility tokens as we grow as a company. So also influencing how we are building the ecosystem.
And that was important to do from a business perspective and for growth, right? To have that kind
Oh,
of.
definitely, yes. So we started with before the token offering, we raised money before through the equity rounds. We have investors, Techstars, Cox Enterprises, 1111 Ventures, and other angel investors from Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia area. So we always are transparent with investors, and we want that everyone who's supporting have the highest stake and influence within the company.
Right. And so tell us about the team, the management team, and how it all came together and when it was founded.
Also, yes, we were founded 2016 and
Okay.
started working on mobile developers first. Only three founders on the team initially there. Now we have expanded. We have a guy from Turner who worked at gaming and has all the connections in PC and mobile gaming world. Guy from Yik Yak, he had also launched and having this launching experience and scaling experience, and for all the from financial side. Our marketing director worked at Barracuda. They exited last year,
Okay.
and then she joined as our marketing director. So those are a couple of people who are from United States, and we have diverse team. We have
Wow.
also people from Latvia, developers, designers, and whatnot. So myself, I have gaming and IT development expertise. Our CTO has a crypto and blockchain expertise. He was
Okay.
the one who built this peer-to-peer payment platform
Yes.
back in 2013 or whatnot. So a quite diverse team with a lot of access to the network through our Techstars experience and connections there.
So how will you integrate already existing games into your system?
So it's very simple. So first of all, as I mentioned, we will have these utility tokens, and
Yeah.
we will have 20% of those utility tokens that we will airdrop to the game studios. So we will pre-qualify
Okay.
that perfectly fits our type, and that's a big benefit. With these utility tokens, game studios will be able to reward gamers with
Right.
free game merchandise. So that's an amazing incentive. So how we will going to do that? We have a simple plugin solution that game studios can drop it to their game code, and Monetizer will do the rest of the work. So pretty straightforward and very simple. And then we'll make sure that game studios are satisfied with our product. So understanding about the game insights and how to
Yes.
monetize and reward gamers.
Right. Interesting. So tell us about the market. What is the size of the economy that you're looking at?
Oh, yes, definitely. So if we now we're focused on mobile gaming market first, and the total addressable market is over $130 billion. We
Okay.
see it's enormous. So that's the first priority we want to address. But we already have customers demanding our solution on PC, and even one AAA studio requesting our solution on PlayStation and Xbox. Other than that, we just announced in early July a partnership with one esports company. So we see that this solution can go out of one mobile vertical into other gaming verticals as well.
So is there anything like this at the moment, or is this completely new and groundbreaking?
I think there are many gaming ICOs that are out there, probably trying to address some of the features or challenges. For example, monetization is what we know that we are very focused on, and maybe functionality-wise, there are some companies doing somewhat similar. I know that there are mining companies who are focused more on mining. There are companies who address marketplace needs, where you have a sword and you can exchange to other swords.
Yes.
So we are a little bit different with all of those, focusing on very specifically on monetization. And once we haven't even spoke to sort of competitors, but actually we see that there are more partnership opportunities.
Right. Because it's a growing space, and there's so many changes so quickly that you need to collaborate and work together, right?
Yes, indeed. And always you have to keep in mind, what's the motivation of the company? Is it to raise money through the ICO and try to build a product, or actually have a motivation to solve a core problem, what they have a person so they're eager to solve. So that's very important, and you'll see a lot of companies maybe going into the space with not this motivation, or have a probably good team on a paper, but lack of motivation of the team. So that's very important and fundamental.
Where do you hope to be in the future, in say 5 years from now?
Oh, 5 years from now, we're definitely in all gaming platforms. We're, as I mentioned, PlayStation, Xbox, PC, and esports. So those are the ones that we will definitely be, and working solution out there. As we will grow, we'll be testing movie industry as well, because we see that there's a reward mechanism. This viewer time mechanism can be applied over there. And I think after 5 years, 5 or 6 years, we will be talking about exit strategies, probably to Unity or Amazon, or who knows what kind of ecosystems.
We're talking to Andris from Monetizr. Thank you so much for sharing with us today. My only concern, like I said, is that we'll create a culture of addiction on gaming, which, is really unhealthy for kids especially. So do you have any last thoughts to contribute to that?
Oh, definitely. So addiction is what we are addressing very seriously, and what we'll be working with the game studios. Not when we see the time is overspent on the device, we will not reward the gamer, but we will remove some of their tokens or whatever the content that they have created, and show the notifications within the game. So it's very serious. I have my kids myself, so I know what it means. So we have a lot of tactics and strategies how we are applying our solution and this problem.
That's actually fantastic. So basically, you will take away some tokens if they spend too much time on the game.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Okay, that makes me at peace. I'm happy. No, it really does sound like you guys are doing amazing things. So good luck with everything, Andris. I'm Rebecca Hope from Block News. Thanks, and I hope to chat to you soon and see all your developments.